So I am in the bag for John Carney movies. I mean, I love his films like Sing Street and Once and Begin Again. I love how his films are always kind of uplifting, but they focus on the power and the creation of music. I think they're really quite special. And you know what? He's got a new one in theaters this weekend. Hey everybody, I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy, and today let's talk about Power Ballad.
Wow, Danny Wilson, you were great up there. Come with me. I could tell within 2 minutes of meeting you, you are not just some boy band guy.
And you are too good for that wedding band.
You don't recognize it?
Should I?
Yeah, of course, yes, you should. That's my chorus and verse.
I wrote that song.
When?
In Power Ballad, Paul Rudd plays Rick. Now, he's a guy who once was in a rock band back in his younger days, but he fell in love with a girl while on tour in Ireland. And he stayed so he could start a family with her. So now he's working as the lead singer of this wedding band called Bride and Groove. And yes, that is Paul Rudd actually singing all those fabulous covers that we see in all the scenes of him performing at weddings. Now, one night while he's at work, he meets Danny, who's played by Nick Jonas. Danny is a former boy band singer trying to relaunch his career. And he bonds with Rick after the wedding, and the two men spend the night together. Get your minds out of the gutter. The two men spend the night working on their music. They spend all night singing songs, trying on, getting suggestions. It's a wonderful, a magical sequence, a kind of a love letter to the power of artistic collaboration. Now, conflict arises when Danny heads back to the States and he decides to release one of Rick's songs, claiming that he wrote it himself. Now, back in Ireland, Rick hears the song and it's a huge hit. And so Rick sets off on this quest to get credit for his work, if only to convince his wife and daughter that dear old dad once did something kind of special. Now, John Carney's movies are always known for having great songs in them. Think about Drive It Like You Stole It from Sing Street, or especially Falling Slowly from Once, which won the Academy Award for Best Song. This time, it's a earwig of a ditty called How to Write a Song Without You. It will definitely get stuck in your head, and I think you can pencil it in right now for at least a nomination for the Oscar for Best Song of the Year. It's really, really quite nice. Now, of course, the movie is also about people, not just the music, and I think they're pretty good here. Jonas has some nice dramatic moments, although he's obviously more at home when he's singing up on the stage. Rudd is wonderful, as always, playing the musician who put his dreams on hold to take care of his family, and then is devastated when they don't quite support him when he gets a second shot. And dare I say it, Paul Rudd is finally starting to look his age. I mean, he doesn't look 57, which is his real age, but he's looking older, which is important because he's playing a father here. We all know Paul Rudd has a portrait of Dorian Gray hidden somewhere, but this one, he's looking, well, he's not 57, but he's still looking a little older. It's kind of an interesting twist here. That's especially notable because we see pictures of him in his 20s when he was a rock star compared to who he is now, and you go, oh yeah, I guess the man really is aging after all. Now, it's not just Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas, although they're obviously the stars driving this movie. I like the supporting cast as well, with Jack Rayner playing a shady music manager, and Marcella Plunkett and Beth Fallon as Jack's Irish family. I really enjoyed Fallon playing the teenage daughter here. It's kind of fun seeing her rolling her eyes at Dad's stories, and then slowly coming to realize that dear old Dad may have actually been cool back in the day. And speaking of cool, Peter McDonald as Jack's best friend and the lead guitarist of the wedding band. He comes pretty close to stealing the show here. He's fit, funny. I mean, there's a reason why one party girl in LA basically throws herself at him. And I really like the sweet ending of this movie. I mean, basically Rick goes a little crazy. He's devastated thinking that he's lost a second shot, a chance at happiness. But then he comes to realize that, no, he's got happiness already. It's waiting for him at home with his family. It's really quite sweet. So look, it's no surprise that I loved Power Ballad. Rudd and Jonas give good performances. There's a wonderful sporting cast and a lot of great music in the wedding band covers, but especially in that main song, How to Write a Song Without You. It will definitely be stuck in your head in a good way for weeks to come. I give Power Ballad 3 stars out of 4. Really had a lot of fun at this movie. I'm always surprised that people don't know who John Carney is. I mean, I've never met anyone who didn't go see one of his movies and didn't like it quite a bit. And especially people who like music, people who are like in bands and sing, the fact that they don't know his movies is really kind of surprising to me. Go see this one in theaters, but do yourself a favor. Go watch Sing Street. Go watch Once. These are great movies you really need to see. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and of course for subscribing to this channel so you get my reviews just as soon as they drop. And of course, check out the podcast. It's called Two Movie Guys, and every week my friend Joe Fryer and I get together. We chat about all of the week's big new movies and a couple of little movies as well. Just search for Two Movie Guys wherever you get your podcasts. Okay, one more big new movie to talk about this weekend, and it's a horror film. You know, because horror films are all the rage right now, except this one is truly a scary movie in as much as it's a comedy parody of all things scary movies called, well, what do you think? Scary Movie. We'll talk about that next. See you then. Bye.